Welcome to Digimon Ghost Gaze. This is a podcast where we review the Fast and the Furious film franchise. Oh wait, that's not it. We're talking about the one episode of Digimon Ghost Game where they're all in go-karts. My name is Emery. My pronouns are he, she, they.
My name's Morg. My pronouns are they, them.
I'm Elvire. My pronouns are she, they.
And we have a guest. We have a guest this week.
Hi. Yeah, I'm Dan, and my pronouns are he, him, and they, them.
Dan.
It's Dan.
So, to get us started off, why don't you tell us about your history with the Digimon franchise?
Okay, here's as far back as I remember. So, when I was very young, like, probably 5 or 6 years old, I remember seeing a bit of Digimon stuff, but never really getting into it. I wasn't able to get into a lot of kids' cartoons because that's when my mom went grocery shopping on Saturday mornings. At least Saturday morning block stuff. So I didn't really. I've only experienced small amounts of Digimon. Like, I remember watching a couple episodes at a friend's house. I remember playing a little bit of a Flash game that was on the Fox Kids website. And, let's see, we cut ahead to about 15 years later, where I'm a furry, and...
Yeah,
You're a furry?
Who would have thought? I know, it's a big twist.
Damn, I've been hosting with you on Sonic Shuffle for so long and I didn't know. No.
Never thought we'd have a furry on this Digimon podcast.
What are the odds?
So, yeah, I've never really gotten capital I into Digimon, but it's always something that's been something I've wanted to try to get into. That's been in my periphery, because like I said, I'm a furry, and Digimon is home to a number of wonderful anthropomorphical animal creature companions.
Yeah, there's a buff wolf man, a buff lion man.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many.
There's a lot of buff animals. There's a lot of non-binary animals. There's
Hell yeah.
Various icons. So since then, here's what I've watched. I've watched a handful of episodes of Adventure 1, a couple episodes of Tamers. I have watched the Digimon movie multiple times, at least 3.
Bad movie, fun watch.
Also, related to this episode, at 2 separate points I've watched this short animated film. It's like a CG film that's a bunch of Digimon doing like a race. It's got a bit of a wacky racers by way of Mario Kart sort of vibe.
Yeah, I've never seen that short, but after this episode, I might just have to track it down.
It's a bit wild. There is one hell of a poop joke in there.
Well, now I'm really curious.
That's Digimon.
That's Digimon.
It is a classic in the Digimon universe, that's true.
Does Digimon throw shit?
Yeah, so... And of course, now that this podcast has started, I've been watching along with Digimon Ghost Game.
How you liking it so far?
It's pretty alright. Like, I've never gotten in deep in Digimon anime, but this is a solid anime, all things considered.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah. I'm obviously like so Digimon pilled that I would be watching this, regardless of whether it were good or not. But yeah, like you said, I think it seems like really solid just in terms of like being a really fun anime. I think it's like, yeah, I think this is it seems like it does seem like a good entry point if someone's never watched a Digimon before.
I was also thinking, like, I mean, to be fair to you, like, if it was bad, you would stop it because you did stop watching Frontier and Adventure 2020. So
I'd at least give it, until episode 8.
Well,
I'd probably give it more than that.
you made it past that, so pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, this is episode 8, so...
Yeah, but Emery watches the 9th episode before we do.
True.
I almost watched it today, but then I was like, no, I have stuff to do before recording.
Fair.
I'm trying to become friends with someone who I know he has a Crunchyroll account. And I feel bad about it, but on the other hand, I might as well try.
That's what you gotta do.
When they say friends with benefits, they really mean just like access to their streaming accounts, and that's all they mean.
That's the only thing it means.
Sometimes it includes dental. Anyway, so let's talk about this dang episode.
Mm-hmm.
Where the heck are my notes? Here they are.
My notes are a bit unhinged because it was a bit of an unhinged episode.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I feel like.
Yeah, it's kind of unhinged, but I liked it a lot.
It was fun.
I had a fairly fun time with this one. I was just like, what the fuck is going on? I had a hard time taking notes because just so much stuff was happening.
Yeah.
I have a lot of System on Shell in all capitals.
I was like, I can't take notes if I don't understand what they're saying, and I can't look down and be like, okay, what are you talking about?
So the episode starts off with a car on the highway getting beaten up by a nun.
God, that is what happens, huh?
Yeah.
So we get some folks in an auto-driving car.
This car is wild looking. I know that's just kind of it's kind of similar to my mom's newer car, but it has more hologram shit in it. But I'm still why do these look like this now? I have a car from 2012, so this fucking. Anyway, sorry, that's so not the point, but I'm just
no, this is an episode about cars. We should focus on it.
Yeah, I did like the design of the dashboard there. I felt like that was a good bit of world building with all the displays done as holograms.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm going to say when I first saw this ghost lady, I did not realize she was a Digimon. I thought maybe she was one of the generic holograms they have around that was controlled by a Digimon, but we'll get into that later, I guess. Just, that's a Digimon.
That's fair. I mean, the fact that there's just sometimes Digimon that look like humans, it just is very weird.
Yeah.
No, I recognized her because I remember showing her to a friend because he was like, oh, there's these weird Digimon that have guns. And I was like, I know one Digimon at least that has a gun in Cyber Sleuth. And it's Systemon Shell. Oh, he's Shellmon. It's one of the two.
Deputymon, who is a gun?
Yeah, Sistermon Noir is the one who carries guns, I believe, out of the trio
Noir?
of Sistermon.
But it's amazing design, absolutely wonderful. Here we have some nuns, and they're the most violent Digimon you'll come across.
Sistermon Blanc is the other one, but
is this a metaphor for something? I wonder.
I mean, Japan does like to take Christian stuff and do weird shit with it, making crosses when things explode in Evangelion and stuff like that. So,
From what I understand, that particular brand of Christian imagery stems from Ultraman, which
love that.
Yeah, because the guy who made that was a Catholic convert, and I think later on started including a bunch of Christian symbolism. There is an incredible shot of a bunch of Ultramen posing in what are supposed to be crosses,
Yes.
which Hideki Anno would later use in seminal work Evangelion.
They're just fucking T-posing to assert dominance.
Mhm.
She has a great design, though, like, honestly. Love her little hood.
Yeah.
It is interesting. I feel like the Sistermon are, like, fairly unique in terms of, like, the very humanoid Digimon, because, like, usually when they just make, like, a human-like Digimon, they'll cover the eyes and the top half of the face. But
Like, very
Sistermon's...
Angemon and stuff.
Yeah. Sistermon's just got their whole face out there, which does feel kind of distinct and unusual in terms of Digimon design.
She's also apparently a puppet type Digimon, which is interesting.
Okay. So we got this nun beating up the car. We see someone, in an adjacent car just being like, oh, that's a funny advertisement. A nun stomping on the roof of this car. Okay, I don't know what they're selling to me, but sure, that's just ads now.
Valid thought.
That would just be ads, though, if, like, holograms were, like, this complex. Let's be real now.
Yeah.
And these, so after,
there would just be a bunch of weird bullshit, huh?
Like, there's these dark, spooky Digimon shadow things that, like, appear behind them all. Like, all these cars that are just, like, on the road, like, after all that, and it just, like, looks, like, sick as hell. This is, unfortunately, like, the only time we see them, like, dark, spooky like this, really, but, like... So,
yeah, this is the only time the episode is kind of scary. Everything else is just a joke.
It's very funny.
Yeah, we get this stampede of, like, these monsters and this dark silhouette, and then the guy's like, oh fuck, and he crashes his car and it explodes.
That dude's driving a Tesla.
This guy is 100% dead.
That dude is dead as fuck.
Oh, absolutely. That's what you get for driving a self-driving car.
I mean, the episode is called Nightly Procession of Monsters, and that is what is happening.
As advertised.
I like that it's in the previously on from the last or like not the previously on the next time on from the last episode. It's like comparing it to like yokai like doing parades and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, that doesn't come up at all. But like, it's very funny to think about. Just what if they were Digimon?
I love how this is sort of like a casual get-together of a bunch of Digimon, because every time this comes up, it's always like a super serious thing, so I really wasn't expecting what happened in this episode.
I have checked Wikipedia, and this nightly perception is a thing in Japanese folklore called Hyakai Yagyo, the night parade of 100 demons. Just a whole bunch of oni, yokai, and other supernatural creatures marching through the streets. That's sort of the gist of it.
Hell yeah.
That's cool, yeah. Then it like cuts to it cuts to daytime, right? Here?
Yeah. Yeah, this is where we see Jellymon just being completely not suspicious.
Yeah.
Apparently she was out all night, and Kiyoshiro's like, what were you doing? And Jellymon's like, nothing.
Nothing, did you miss me? And he's like, yeah, but also what?
No, she says, were you sad that I was gone? And Kiyoshiro is just like, yes, ma'am. He is so bullied.
He's extremely bullied.
And I wasn't here last episode because voice issues, but I just want to mention her little cape brings me so much joy.
It's a nice little
I love it.
It's great.
It's amazing, and it's what makes me want to cosplay her completely.
Winter outfits. They're here.
Oh, yeah.
They are here.
Love that. I love that they're just like, they end up go-karting in the winter. Like, I mean, I guess it's not winter. It's probably like, no. Is it supposed to be the same time in the show as it is like in real
I guess
life.
it's autumn because we're shortly after Halloween.
Yeah, so I guess it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is cool.
Mhm.
I do feel like we should call out Kyoshiro because he gets a call. Or does he call? I don't remember.
No, he gets a call.
But he gets a call from Hiro and he answered with, "Hi, this is your dorm leader."
He sure did. I was like, dude, you know
What the hell
Hero.
is wrong with this boy?
Fucking nerd. I love him.
It's like, this literally says his name is, who's calling you is Hero. He's talking on his fucking iPad. They're like, FaceTiming, and, I think Hiro, like, brings up the crash that happens, and how, like, people were talking about how there's, like, weird holograms that caused the crash to happen because, there was a lot of witnesses because there's a lot of fucking cars, even if that one dude is dead as shit. Like,
Rip.
Yeah, so then Ruli jumps in the voice call, and
Oh
she's
no, we
just
get
like,
something.
oh,
Don't we get before that Hiro already wants to check that out.
Mhm.
And Kyoshiro was like, "Oh man, I don't. You haven't even set a date yet or a time, but I definitely have plans.
yeah.
Definitely have other plans that need to be done. Can't move it. Sorry."
Yeah, no, he's too busy to go ghost hunting, for sure.
but then,
Is this when Ruli...
yeah, Ruli calls, and Hiro's like, I'm gonna patch her in. And she's like, oh, good. Higachi's here. Still saying his name
Yeah.
wrong.
Mhm.
I'm like, they're friends
So-
now.
Correct her. So it's sort of his fault. He never corrects her.
So Ruli says, forget about all that ghost hunting nonsense. I want to go go-karting.
They're gonna go go-karting, and it's great. They soon go to this, kart place. We see guys on carts. We see, Ruli and, Hiro on carts, and Kyoshiro on the bench.
He's not driving. It's too
This
dangerous.
is a scary thing. Has any of you ever done that?
I did it when I was a kid. There's this place around here called, like, I don't remember what it's called, but it's like, the front half of it is like, there's like a building with an arcade, and in the back half is like these bumper boats and a go-kart course, and also some bumper cars. It's called Seacon Grand Prix, that's what it's called.
Yeah, I've gone go-karting before. I haven't done it in years. I actually haven't done it since I got a driver's license. So I was absolute fucking shit at it because even though it's not cars, it was close enough that I didn't know what the hell I was doing as a child. I
Fair.
fucking sucked at it. I'm like not a great driver, but I was like, oh, I'd probably be all right at go-karts now because I could do that. Even though again, like it is very different. And I mean, that's kind of the point. Like these are kids, but they're go-karting, and that's why they're driving go-karts later. But I just fucking I like the idea of it more than the execution, I think.
Yeah. I got kicked out of the go-karts the day before I got my driver's license.
What?
Damn.
What'd you do?
I was just like on the last lap, so I was just kind of being silly, and I think I bumped into the walls a few times, and they were like, "All right, you're out of here."
Damn. No fun allowed.
I was very much Kyoshiro when it came to like go-karting like that. I did it in Legoland once.
Oh, hell yeah.
If you've ever been, it's very slow. It goes very slowly. It goes at the ideal Elvier speed. It was great.
Yeah, I remember going to Legoland, California, and they had this sort of like toned down version where it's like a sort of mock driving school.
Yeah, you get a driver's license, that's true.
That's cute. No, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're extremely valid for being Kiyoshiro, but like, God, Ruli loves this shit. She is driving so damn fast in this. I thought at first Hero was going kind of slow, but no, Ruli's just going extremely fast.
Yeah. No, she's flooring it.
Ruli's seen Too Fast, Too Furious and is like, I can do better.
Yeah. Yeah, no, she's recording her lap times, trying to get faster and faster. Gamamon loves this. He keeps saying how cool Ruli is. Yeah, Kyoshiro's sitting on the bench, just like on his damn phone, and it's like, I kind of get that. Like, sometimes you just don't want to participate, but also, Kyoshiro, you're out with your friends doing a group activity in person. Do you realize how fucking rad that is?
You could be on a go-kart right now.
Yeah.
Or he could be cheering. If that were me, I would definitely be like a fake referee or something. That's what I like to do. Wave a little flag.
Damn child prodigy's always on their damn phone.
He does wear a very cute coat. Not to be like that person who's always too focused on clothing, but I love his coat.
Yeah, I've been catching up, or I caught up before I watched this, and I am very much loving Gamamon's little scarf.
Oh, it's so cute.
It's so good. Anyway, Jellymon disappears.
Which is not suspicious at all.
She just suddenly disappears when Kirishiro is talking to Angoramon, who's also not... doesn't fit in the car.
Jellymon would never cause problems, you see. So we're not suspicious at all.
I thought it was really nicely done that it was like a go-kart that passes and ooh, where is she? Ooh,
yeah.
There's Jellymon.
Goramon's like, where did Jellymon go? And, what happened? Is this like when, is this when the mysterious Digimon that we already said the name was Sister Monsieur shows up?
Yeah. Like, the day fades into the evening. They've spent the whole day on these go-karts. And then a mystery driver shows up. It's the hologram lady from before. She's driving a go-kart, and she's going wild with it.
She's being an absolute sicko about it. She is like, cutting up she is like, just like racing around the track, like cutting up cones and tires with her katana and just causing problems for everyone. I think Hiro has to skid out and like blows a tire. Mm-hmm. She's me getting kicked off the go-kart on the last lap.
Did you also bring a katana?
She's driving like you would in a Saints Row game.
Yes, definitely. And man, like, we find out, like, because Kirishiro, like, is, like, running away, because she's just going fucking sicko mode everywhere, including just, like, able to get to, like, him somehow, and, like, Jellymon is talking to him and is like, yeah, I gave her the go-kart.
Yeah.
It was me.
She's so casual about it.
She wanted the fastest car, and as it turns out, that's a go-kart.
She wanted to go fast.
Yes.
It's normal.
We get the Digimon analyzer screen for Sistermon Seal, and Jellymon is the one giving it this time.
Yeah.
She explains how Sistermon Seal wants to be the fastest and the strongest, and therefore was looking for the fastest vehicle available, the peak of engineering that, just designed to win all the races and go faster than God himself. And she was like, give me that fucking go-kart.
Didn't she cut up a truck also?
This bitch cut up a truck.
Yeah, we get a little flashback of Jellymon and Sister Monsieur standing next to another car like, oh, this wasn't it.
This is very funny. Like, what the fuck? Man, the go-kart place is kind of like it's locked up because of this incident too. But like,
yeah,
eventually, like all the Digimon pals meet up and are just like, this sicko needs to be taken out.
Yeah.
We gotta talk to her.
The only way to stop a bad guy in a go-kart is with good guys in a go-kart.
Right.
So Hiro demonstrates his analog skills. He just cracks that padlock right open.
Kyoshiro's comment, I had to pause.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I guess analog skills are cool. Whatever.
Yeah.
I love that, like, yeah, it really is like, damn, you just keep, like, pulling out random shit. What the fuck, Hiro? Why can't you just do all this shit? And I'm also asking this question, like, damn, I love that they keep showing that he can pick non-electronic locks. It's very funny to me for some reason.
Yeah.
My headcanon at this point is that his dad would just forget that he closed the door and that Hiro just constantly has to pick the lock because his dad keeps losing keys. That's my headcanon for this.
Hiro knows how to steal.
And yeah, they want to steal some go-karts so they can, like, go as fast as Sister Ciel? Ciel? Whatever. Whatever.
Yeah, like the French word for sky. I think that's...
because she's
the one.
blue one. Yeah. That makes sense.
So they all grab go-karts, and Sistermon is there. She fucking, like, drives her go-kart out of, like, the garage or wherever, and literally, like, busts through the wall, like, leaves cracks in the... They really just said, these go-karts are faster than God. Just go with it.
Fuck. I love it.
Kyosho is not driving, by the way. We need to address that.
Yeah,
that's
He's
very
not
important.
driving.
Yes.
Kyoshiro refuses to drive, so of course Jellymon pulls up in a go-kart and is like, hop in, babe.
We're going shopping.
Yeah.
She uses her tentacles to drive.
Yeah,
Her legs don't reach the pedals.
it's good.
I love it. And Goramon's just, like, flying above as this is all happening.
Yeah.
And is this when they kind of, like, transport to the Digimon zone? When they're because they start driving, they're, like, following her onto the highway? They're fucking go-karting on the highway. And there's...
Ruli's loving it.
He's fucking loving it. Digimon start appearing behind them as the shadows before they, like, turn into Digimon Zone. But, yeah, it's a whole thing. And
They, like, transport into the digital world to, like, avoid collateral, as usual. They do note it is going to be bumpier because there's just a whole bunch of reclaimed nature on these highways.
God, I wish that were real. But like they like.
So I
oh, go ahead.
I did list all the Digimon in this procession.
Oh,
Oh,
cool.
fuck yeah.
So
I didn't recognize most of them.
yeah, we got Kakatorimon, Unimon, or Kakatorimon is like a big giant chicken or cockatrice. Unimon, who is a unicorn. We got Kiwimon, who's like a couple of Kiwimon, who are like kiwi birds. Kokuamon, who are these beetle-like Digimon, who are also tasers. We got Elephimon, who is a big elephant with, like, helicopter turbines for ears. We got Thunderballmon, who is just a little round guy, and Flybeamon, which are these flying insect Digimon. I knew all of those off the top of my head, except Flybeamon.
Damn.
I am impressed. I have so much respect, but also, like, Digimon names are just the best names. It delivers what you expect.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, Thunderballmon? He's just a ball who probably has thunder powers. Good.
Just from the names that you said, I knew which Digimon you meant.
Yeah.
I love that about Digimon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
name is just the kind of guy they are.
Except, what is a gamma? You know, like, a gamma is a beam. What is Gamma? Like,
he's a ray of sunshine, which is sort of a
God.
beam.
Yeah.
Aw.
That's cute.
At this point, I sort of notice, I think, the red light on Sister Ciel's face, and I know I noticed it because I thought there was something outside shining on my screen.
Oh.
And it fucked me up a bit.
Oh my gosh. You saw the little symbol or whatever before they
It starts with just a red light before you even see that it's a symbol. You see a red light on Sister Manciel's forehead.
Yeah.
And I was really looking like, what's reflecting a red light on my screen?
We find out what that red light is after the
rules.
The humans start talking to the other Digimon because Sister Manciel is like far ahead and is just like, hey, why are you guys doing this?
And then someone dies.
Yeah.
Metal Phantomon shows up and one of them gets like tackled by Sister Manciel, I think.
Yeah, no. Sistermon, like, crashes into Unimon's legs and breaks all of them and sends them directly to the glue factory, i.e. the giant robot Grim Reaper following behind them.
Yes, we get another, like, Digimon, like, screen thing, but just for Metal Phantomon. And he's a sicko, but in a different way than Sister Manciel.
Right.
They definitely get along.
Yeah. So they establish the 3 rules of the road, which are, I believe, if you can't keep up, you get got by Metal Phantomon. You get
absorbed into...
Yeah, Metal Phantomon. The scythe.
And the second rule is, like, you can't leave either.
Yeah.
Because one of the Flybeamons, I think, tries to leave, and he's just like, nope, and, like, sucks it into the fucking scythe, too.
And
I don't remember the third one.
The third rule is that all Digimon are marked for death until morning.
God.
Yep, that's what the red dots on everyone's heads are.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, and also Angoramon gives us the analyzer screen for Metal Phantomon. He's just the Grim Reaper.
Yeah.
Angoramon had to get in one this episode because Jellymon did Sister Manciel.
Yeah. And
also we see that Jellymon and everyone else now have the death marks on their foreheads.
Yeah, the 3 Digimon partners do, and they're like, fuck, why the hell did y'all, like, summon this Grim Reaper to kill us?
Why did you agree to this?
And they're like, we didn't agree to this. Sister Manciel did. She did it without fucking consulting us. We were just racing for fun. And she was like, no, this isn't, like, enough stakes, so I have to summon this phantom to kill us if we don't race ahead. Like,
Sister Manciel, if you invited her over for Mario Kart, she would bring, like, fucking Suicide Squad brain bombs and implant them in all of you.
Oh my God.
And then whoever comes in last place has to die.
Oh my God.
Manciel is the person you invite to movie night, and then she says, oh, what if we make it a drinking game?
Oh, she definitely uses one of those very take a drink for any time a thing happens drinking games.
Yeah. The ones that make you die.
I would be terrified to play Mario Party.
I think I am Sister Manciel when I play Mario Party. I get very aggressive. I get very
kill people?
I have yelled at... One of my friends was reading too slow and I said, did you not fucking learn how to read? So I have to read it to you. Do you even speak English? And now they don't play Mario Party with me anymore, which is fair. I went too hard.
Nobody wins.
Definitely not me with the stupid star system at the end.
It's so funny. I, like, can't picture you yelling at someone for that, but it's just a funny image. Like, I
get Sister Manciel on that. That was me. I get it. It was unhinged. It wasn't good. We shouldn't do that.
Sister Monsieur is just like a person who likes parties and knows how to have fun at them, and that in itself is alien and terrifying to me. This is where the horror comes in.
This was one for the introverts.
Oh, anyway, Hiro wants to do his signature move of talking to the Digimon and trying to convince them to not do all the murdering that they like to do. And Sister Monsieur is like, cool, how about lamppost? Because she cuts a lamppost with her katana and sends it flying at everyone behind her. She's just having fun. She tries to stab Thunderbalmon with her katana. Thunderbalmon catches the blade, but then she just drags them against the like barrier on the highway, and so they just get completely wrecked and eaten by the scythe. So people are just going down left and right.
Are these Digimon dead, by the way? Like,
We don't know.
Are they dead?
Like, we don't see anything other than them getting sucked up into the scythe, so we don't know if they, like, can...
It's fine. They're just absorbed.
I don't know.
No
Like,
one...
They probably can't respawn, I would think, as, like, an egg, because they're fucking sucked in, you know? It's
fine. No one dies in this episode, at least not explicitly. You can tell the writer were just being like, how can we kill as many people as possible and still be PG?
This is some, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Kind of like, oh yeah, definitely no one dies in these Yamino game.
They're in the Shadow Realm.
Shadow Realm, it's fine. The unicorn one, like, and like talks from the scythe when it first happens.
True.
It's like, let me out! Ah!
Let me out of this scythe.
I'm like, oh, I think that would be worse. I think I would be less. I would rather just like go than be like stuck in something forever, you know? I don't know.
So this is when Ruli decides to get serious. She does the thing where I forget if it's called like slipstreaming or something. She gets in the fucking air pocket. She drives real close to Sistermon and, you know, uses the drag to accelerate herself and actually gets ahead of Sistermon. And Sistermon is like, what the actual shit did you just do?
Yeah, so Hiro's like, wow, Ruli, you got the best and strongest cart. Sick. And at first, like, Ruli's like, what? No, I'm just fucking good at... Oh, you're doing a thing.
Yeah, no, Hiro motions to her like, just go with it. Just go with it. That is Hiro to the audience in the entire episode. He's just like, yeah, just go with it. This is a high-speed chase, but with go-karts, so it's like 15 miles an hour probably. It's fine.
I had to remember that these are go-karts, and that's probably indeed the speed that they're doing. Oh my god.
Kind of makes sense. I mean, the other Digimon have to, like, run and shit along, so I feel like, I mean, some of them are, like, mechanical and can fly and stuff, but, like, some of them are just running, so I feel like that could be, like, exhausting if they weren't going 15 miles per hour or whatever. Like... If these were, like, car speeds, that'd be kind of fucked up. Except they were driving car speeds during the... I'm thinking about this too much. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I don't think they thought about, like, if they made the episode, they were like, this has wheels and goes fast.
Yeah.
Don't question it.
Good enough.
Yeah.
And they keep riling up Sister Monsieur. It's like, oh yeah, Jellymon definitely gave the best go-kart to Wooly. Thank you so much.
They throw Jellymon directly under the bus or under the go-kart if you prefer. Sistermon is like, what the heck, you were holding out on me? And then Hiro is like, hey, I'll just give you Ruli's fucking special ultra powerful go-kart if you defeat... I'll give you I'll give you this go-kart if you defeat death in single combat. And Sister Mon is like, oh, hell fucking yes. And she fights death in single combat.
But then it becomes really dangerous for all the people who are, like, ahead of her and death.
Yeah. Ooh, also I do just want to call out that Sister Mon just, like, fucking kicks a boot knife out of her high heel and stabs it into the gas pedal of her go-kart so that it'll keep moving while she's fighting.
It's so funny. I didn't even, like... Oh, okay, so one thing I, like, didn't register when I was first watching it was that Jellymon was probably gone in the beginning because she was helping Sister Mon Ciel already? Or something.
Yeah.
I, like, hadn't got that for some reason. I was just like, oh, she's just doing Jellymon things, you know. She's just being normal.
They're buddies. Like, this betrayal because of the go-kart really got... I imagined it like that meme of, like, friendship with Jellymon ended. Now death is my best friend. And the bad edits. I might make that.
That'd be
I
fun.
might make that tomorrow.
Hell yeah. Yeah, but she's now fighting her friend, quote unquote, death, because she wants that go-kart real bad.
Yeah.
She wants it so bad.
Gotta go fast.
She's gotta go. Give this girl a Sonic the Hedgehog game, because she wants to go fast.
So true.
She's already blue. She's doing great.
She's blue with it.
Yeah.
The fastest color.
So, like, Ruli's... What happens here? She's just like, is she losing gas also? Like, she, like...
No.
Okay. Go ahead.
I think Jellymon's like they're so
yes.
they have the fight.
Yeah, they're fighting, and meanwhile, Ruli's like running out of gas, or was it Jellymon? But
Jellymon's running out of gas.
That's why I
And
wasn't
gas.
because it was like Ruli couldn't go any faster and was getting caught up in the fighting. I just wasn't sure why she couldn't go faster.
Yeah, to this point, Angoramon's actually, if I'm remembering the order of events correctly, Angoramon's been riding on
Yes.
Eliphamon, and then Eliphamon gets taken out, so Angoramon just ends up grabbing onto Ruli's card and is being, like,
Right.
dragged behind, and I think that's what's slowing Ruli down.
Oh,
Right,
yeah, that
right.
makes
Yeah,
sense.
and then Jellymon goes in for the rescue
yeah,
by driving behind Ruli
yeah,
to
Yeah.
speed them up.
And Kyoshiro's just like, wow, amazing plan, Jellymon, and she just says, praise me more.
And then she's like, oh, fuck, I'm out of gas.
She's smiling so big when she says that.
She loves it.
She loves praise.
They're about to die, and she's like, oh, well.
she's dying with style. This is the important thing.
Exactly.
And of course, Hero's tank is over. Hero's engine is overheating. It's smoking up. This is gonna end real fast and real bad for everyone.
Yeah, things are getting dire.
They're getting caught up in the fight. No!
How will they ever survive this?
What happens is Deus Ex Machina.
I also wrote that.
Black Gatomon comes onto the road, opens up this rice cooker. I think it's a rice
I'm
cooker.
pretty sure it's a rice.
I think it's a rice cooker.
I think it's.
I also thought it was a rice cooker. We were all in agreement.
It must be like a reference to original Dragon Ball,
Yeah.
where they try to seal Piccolo in a rice cooker or something.
Oh.
How do you remember that? So much happens in Dragon Ball.
I don't know.
That's so funny. Yeah, like Black Gatomon, Blacktailmon, like opens up the rice cooker like after some struggling. Like it's ahead of the racing fools, and it just like opens it up and like a portal appears.
Yep.
A fucking portal just like what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's like, how will they solve this in the last 3 minutes of the episode?
Clown.
Well,
What if Aperture Science could cook your rice for you?
what horrible sciences would they do to make a rice cooker?
They would definitely, unethically copy someone's brain, and in order to like put an AI in the rice cooker for sure.
Right. They transfer the consciousness of like a 5-star chef into there to cook rice. And if you put a potato in the rice cooker and try to cook that, then I don't know how it would come out, but it would be like a funny reference.
It would be a funny reference. Wow.
It would be pretty
Potatoes.
What if you put a cake in there too? Funny.
Oh.
Sorry. The potato makes more sense. I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, yeah. I'm glad we've got the geeks and gamers in this chat right now. So, yeah, the rice cooker opens up, a huge portal shows up, and everyone but the protagonist falls in.
Yeah, the protagonists like all dodge out of the way. They're like, "Oh shit! Oh fuck!"
And Gormon's like, "Oh no, a gate."
Fortunately, the protagonists are the only ones who know how to turn.
Yeah.
Thank God.
It's like when you play with keyboard for the first time and you gotta remember, like, I have an AZERTY keyboard, so Z is forward, and Q and D are sideways, and S is backwards, and the first time you mess it up.
I am just happy the Black Gatomon showed up again. I like their design. I like their little outfit.
Yeah.
It's cute. I want them to show up more. I'm thinking they probably will, just because of like very mysterious.
Does this mean
They're in the OP.
they're always looking if things are going bad, and if they think, "Oh man, they're not going to win this," he interferes?
I don't know.
Is this the implication? Is
Some sort of...
I don't
it's
know.
always there?
I don't know if we know
Maybe.
enough yet. Because this is only the second time.
Is Black Tailmon also just like out there ghost bustering independently of the protagonist? Is what I'm
Ooh.
wondering.
I thought you were going to make a reference to Looker, Steph's cat, since it's a black cat. When you were talking about looking, I was like, "Oh, looking."
But
Damn,
yeah,
Looker was a Digimon.
the protagonists survive. They're no longer marked for death. And it's morning.
Yeah. Once again, Hiro and Kiyoshiro are Skyping from only a few feet away from their separate dorm rooms in the same building.
Let's be real.
And once again, Ruli patches into the call and is like, "Hey, new adventure, let's go." And
Go-karting, wasn't it? He's like, "Go-karting, wasn't it? I need a new thrill."
Yeah, I was like, is she like a fucking, like, adrenaline junkie or something? Like, I don't understand where this came from, but it's very funny. And
I do love that for her.
and Kirishiro's like, "Nope," and, like, leaves.
Yep.
In a stunning transgression of gender norms, Ruli is going to become a car girl.
Damn.
She did mention something, like, in the, like, when she was first taking them go-karting, like, boys like go-karting. You guys should come with me. And I'm like, what? What are you talking about?
Do you think she tried to invite all of her girlfriends first, and then they were just like, no?
Yes, I do.
And then she was like, okay, plan B. Who are the two boys I know?
They probably said no because they knew Ruli was gonna be
Like that.
mad about. Yeah, like it wouldn't be like a fun thing. Ruli was gonna be like, "We gotta be the best at this."
Yeah, absolutely.
And she's like, I know two guys who will do anything I tell them to.
Yeah,
God,
that's
they really
pretty much
fucking
it.
will, huh?
Kiyoshiro hasn't, for all that he's scared as fuck about anything, does not know how to say no.
Mm-hmm.
And Hiro just, like, doesn't... He's just like, why say no? I don't care. Sure, let's... whatever, fuck.
Yeah.
Worst combo of friends. I love them so much.
I do really love this friendship dynamic that they have.
Mm-hmm.
It's very cute.
And Gormon, after like Kiyoshiro like leaves, and Gormon has this little nugget of wisdom about speed. I don't know.
I didn't write it down this time.
This is after Kiyoshiro leaves the call, and so Angormon is just like in the corner reading a little book, and he says, "Fast like the wind, quiet like the forest, running away like the fastest and strongest."
Yeah.
And that's the episode.
We will not let Kyoshiro rest. We must burn him at any possibility. A possible opportunity. Wow, words
Absolutely.
going great.
No, this boy is here to be roasted.
He's fine. He likes it.
Yeah, that is his purpose, and we appreciate him. This episode fucking slapped.
Yeah, rules.
I had so much fun with it.
Sounds like the next one's pretty good too, from what you said in chat.
Yeah.
I also read all the spoilers. I don't care. I know what's gonna happen.
What was I think I watched the PD, but I don't remember what happened in it. I'm
It's
looking forward.
Clockmon.
Oh right, it's
coming
Clockmon.
back.
Clockmon's coming back.
Spooky.
What a surprise. Never would have thought that was gonna happen. That when the villain of the first episode that we just let loose was gonna come back and bite us.
Damn, a setup and a payoff? It's like storytelling over here.
I bet we're gonna see what's his face with the eye hands soon too, then, you know.
Ooh.
Plot's gonna kick off.
Yeah, and anything else we have to say about the episode? I haven't prepared a segment for this time.
No, I forgot to. I've been a little busy today.
We're kind of making up this podcast as we go.
Just vibing.
I didn't know we had to have a segment for every episode.
No. I mean, we don't and we haven't. So it's just like fun sometimes to have like a segment if we have like a guest or something. And like we don't like ask for questions or anything. So it's kind of like, well,
That's true.
but sometimes you just like to have a nice little, I guess it's still like an hour-long episode. I was going to say bite-size episode, but whatever.
Listen, compared to some podcasts, an hour is pretty brisk.
Compared to my fucking new podcast, where we recorded for like nearly 2.5 hours, I know it's going to get cut down, but it's like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's
going to be at least 2 hours long, you know?
That sounds like a fun edit.
I'm not the one editing it this time, I don't think.
Good.
But I will be in the future, and my co-hosts were like, yeah, it's just always going to be this long because we have a lot to talk about. And I'm like, fuck!
Oh, shit.
Fuck!
I guess I'll bring up that short again. Let me see.
Tell us about the short, because this is a piece of Digimon media I'm not familiar with.
I've never heard about it. I'm very curious, actually.
I thought you were talking about that 3D Digimon movie where it's all Digimon, no people, where it's like...
Here it is. Digimon Adventure 3D Digimon Grand Prix. 7-minute short, produced by Toei. Let's see, it features just a whole bunch of, like, Digimon going on a race. I guess I could read stuff off the Digimon wiki.
It sounds like a Fast and the Furious title.
Yeah, it's very chaotic. A bunch of Digimon get into a race. There's, like, a part where Agumon shits so hard he starts going at missile speeds.
Digimon never change.
This is definitely some wacky races ass shit.
Mm-hmm.
God, I used to love wacky races.
There's like bombs and obstacles. Let's see, there's some Digimon. There's like Agumon, Gabumon, Tentomon, Biomon, Palmon, Gatomon, Patamon. Just listing off names here. Gomamon.
Okay, so like...
It's a lot of the adventure guys.
Yeah, just a bunch of adventure guys.
How is the animation? Because the only other like entirely 3D Digimon thing I know is X Evolution, which I think Morg was referencing earlier, which kind of looks like dog shit.
Does
It
it?
kind of looks like dog shit.
Okay.
I haven't seen it, I just know it exists.
I will admit, it is probably... it's not ideal, mostly because it looks like it's from, it seems pretty old, so probably just working with what they had at the time.
Yeah. I mean, it was like mid to late 2000s, right? That's a good deal after like Toy Story and stuff. So
wait, what year was this? Let me see. Oh wow, 2009. Okay, that is way worse than it was. Way worse than I would have thought. I thought, well, this is probably from like 2002 at earliest. No, it's from 2009, and it looks like that. I guess it
would probably be more an issue of them just like not having the experienced staff to work in 3D, something like that.
I have linked it in the general chat for people to watch, and oh, this is good. This is really good because I am looking at the start of this, and it does have fan sub credits. Ryu Rogue presents ryu-rogue.livejournal.com.
Yes.
And an IRC. There's like an IRC address here. That's how you know it's market quality.
Hell yeah.
Why does it look like this?
Yeah, I know Ryu Rogue did like, I'm not sure if, yeah, they definitely did the fan sub of Adventure and Savers that I watched. I'm not sure if they're like the only fan subs of those series out there, but I remember them being pretty good actually. And I know the translator from that group, Onke, has like a blog and like to this day is translating a lot of stuff for, in the Digimon space. So that's cool.
Good for them.
They were one of the first people to sort of notice and report on the all the red flags from Konaka's blog.
Oh no.
Oh no. There's one like non-adventure Digimon. It's just like a little devil guy.
Yeah.
I'm just glancing at this because they all have hats on. It's fun. It looks bad, but it's fun.
It looks like an FMV from a PS1 game.
Absolutely. That's exactly what it looks like.
Yeah, I am just skimming through this. Oh, they've got a lot of funny little cars here, don't they?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Funny little cars, funny little hats.
Wow, Agumon just got launched off into space. That's, bye, dude.
Rest in piss.
I think like part of it is like by the end, nearly all the cars are gone and everyone's just hanging on to like one or two.
Uh-huh.
That happened in like a Kids Next Door episode I saw where like everyone was on one car at the end of like their version of like a Wacky Races thing. So I assume this has happened in a Wacky Races before.
Holy shit, Gabumon is in like a 70s muscle car. He's wearing sunglasses. He looks so fucking cool.
Hell yeah.
Damn, he's doing barrel rolls and shit. God, this looks terrible.
Can't do this with voice on. I'm too distracted. Oh, this is hard. How are you all doing this?
God.
Oh, I just glanced at it. I'm not like watching it because I will also be too.
Yeah, now Agumon's shitting. Great. I am just like skimming through this.
Shitting and farting.
Oh, he has a top hat on.
I know. 10-1. And his little top hat and his little Da Vinci ass.
Love to see a little guy in a top hat. This is so weird to watch.
Everyone watch this ass-looking short. That's your homework for
so
the
bad.
podcast.
Yeah, link this in the show notes.
Oh, I got to the shitting part. God, why is he wearing sunglasses? What? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
These are the kind of things that I think come into existence by like putting a bunch of IDs on a board and then throwing darts at it. And whatever the dart hits, that has to be in the episode. But then they throw like 100 darts. And all the unhinged IDs get put into the episode.
You love to see a brand with quality control on their IP. I mean, I guess this was in like 2009, and yeah, they wouldn't really get this. Yeah, this was between like Savers and Cross Wars, so they had like a good few years before like without like any series being produced. So I'm guessing like the state of the franchise was just like dying and in need of resuscitation. Wow, I'm really just, who decided this?
Mm-hmm.
I googled 3D cartoon 2009 because I want to know, like, in comparison to others, how bad is this?
Okay.
That is 10 years ago.
From what I can tell, there was another CG short. These aired at the Toei Animation Festival, which is something. I don't really know much about that, but
I'm pretty sure that's like where the good movies aired. Like, you know, I'm pretty sure that's like where the original Adventure OVA and War Game and stuff all aired, is the Toei Animation Festival.
The wiki has a link to the official site for this. It still works. It
Nice.
still looks like something made in 2009. It's excellent.
Fantastic.
Amazing.
Just gonna post that there too, so people can look at it.
Oh, I'm so excited for this.
God, yeah.
Oh, I wasn't ready for it.
I like these little mouse characters on the page. I don't know who they are or what they're from, but they got big ears.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember why I hate browsing Japanese websites. It's like, why do you put so many different colors and so many different things on the same page? This is like even modern Japanese websites that I sometimes have to browse for schoolwork. I just get lost on them.
Mm-hmm.
It's graphic
So much
design,
happening.
baby.
Oh my god, the bottom of the page. Did y'all scroll down?
On the bottom of the page, among the various images they've thrown onto here is just a whole bunch of what appear to be Japanese children wearing either sunglasses or 3D glasses.
They look like
They're all pogging in different ways.
Yeah.
There's a motherfucking Thomas the Tank Engine OC.
Yeah, what the fuck is that?
They just copy pasted some stuff and didn't care about like if they were big enough or too small or what is going on.
If you scroll to the top of the page here, there is just a crow T-posing off to the left.
Yeah.
There is.
I do see this T-posing crow.
Fuck, it's so long.
It doesn't even look like it's flying. I think they just put in the T-pose and figured that was good enough.
So long.
Oh, this is...
Or wings.
what a treasure.
I think the train might be called Yaemon.
Huh.
Because I think I found the coloring page.
Oh.
And it starts like Yaemon no, and then I think it says page to color, but my Japanese isn't good enough.
Oh my god.
Wow, this is really something. What a journey we've been on.
Magical.
Bean ass thing that Palmon's in.
Yeah. Do we want to wrap up then? Do we want to do our
Yeah.
plugs?
Sure.
Yeah, why don't you go first, Dan?
Alright. I'm Dan. You can find me at a lot of places, and you can find all those places at linktr.ee/big_challenges. From there, you can find my Twitter, at @biggerchallenge. You can find my podcasts, which include Pod of Greed, a Yu-Gi-Oh! Podcast. We are on season 3. We're a couple episodes in. It's fucking wild. People are getting their energy sucked out of them.
Getting sucked off by a twink.
Yeah. You can listen to the Sonic Shuffle, a Sonic lore podcast. We have recorded but not uploaded an episode on fan fiction, one of which Emery here wrote, and Morg's on it too.
Yeah, I'm not my fanfic. I'm reading.
Yeah.
I speak.
You can listen to Video Games, the movie, the podcast. Just before recording, I got around to uploading our 5 days after November episode, where we talked about the 2005 Uwe Boll cinematic classic Alone in the Dark. Oh, and also December, this month, we're planning on doing an episode on Ace Attorney. We're looking into getting Elliot and Gigalithic as guests.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, nice. Is there an Ace Attorney movie?
Yeah, it's live action, and it's incredible.
It looks
Oh my god.
It has the boldest costume design I've ever seen in a film, or in an adaptation of a video game. Which is make it look exactly like the source material, no matter how weird it looks in real life.
Oh, fantastic.
The hair's so good.
Yeah. You can listen to my finished podcast, Chillbleed, about Illbleed, and my currently on hiatus actual play podcast, Stranger's Fiction. Oh, and last but not least, you can visit at Xbox_holiday, where Usher celebrates holidays with Xbox. Well, it's December 5th. Happy Krampusnacht, Xbox.
Hell yeah. Damn, what if Krampus broke into your house and stole your Xbox? Put it in that big sack of his.
Right.
Yeah.
I'd be fucked up. Right. I'm Elvie. I'm only in one place. That's a lie. I'm in a lot of places, but the only place you can follow me is Twitter, which is at Ereviru. I wanted to go after Dan because I think the contrast is pretty funny.
Sure. We can just go.
That's it.
Like chat order if Emery wants to go next.
Yeah, okay. I'm on For Affinity. My username is Space Robot. Posting art there. I'm taking commissions. If you just want to email me about commissions, that address is spacerobotart@gmail.com or spacerobtart@gmail.com. It's the same. Yeah, I'm also on the Hunter x Hunter podcast, Gone Will Hunting, with Devin, also from Sonic Shuffle, and his roommate Sky. We're haven't released an episode in a while, but we're in the middle of recording Chimera Ant arc, and that arc is pretty fucking horny and stupid.
I've heard it's bad.
It's bad.
A lot of people will tell you that it is one of the best arcs in anime history, and that's not untrue. It's also like Togashi being full horny on main in really funny ways.
I'm actually very interested, because like I've heard some people say it's the best, some people say it sucks. Like
it sure has pacing. Anyway, that's it for me.
Sure. You can find me, Morg, at Haunting the Morg on Twitter. That's Haunting the MORG. You can also find me on said Sonic Shuffle, but you can also find me on a different Hunter x Hunter podcast that's also hasn't uploaded in a while. Departure Lounge, a plane-themed one, because it's funny Departure Lounge, like from a airport. And then you can also find me, or eventually, I think this will probably end up being out before the first episode of Forward ReZero, just because of how fast Emery edits. But eventually you can find me on that. And it's a ReZero podcast where I'm watching it for the first time. My two co-hosts who've seen it before are dragging me through it, and it's something.
It sounds like something, honestly.
I like the second, well, it's the second director's cut, so it's really the third and fourth episode more than the first one, but I'm still thinking. I'm still like deciding how I feel about it, but definitely catch me on there because it's good. Like the podcast itself is very fun and very funny. Yeah, like I said, the most recent episode we recorded is over 2 hours, so
Woohoo!
Good stuff. Yeah, that's it for me.
Yeah, we're on Twitter at DigiGhostGaze. You know, follow that to see all of our episode announcements. And we're also
Definitely gets updated regularly.
Oh,
Shut
all
up.
the time.
All the time.
Shut up.
We also got a Discord server. Why don't you just come on, hop in there? We have a fun time.
That one's a lot better at getting updates.
Yeah. Yeah, I just post the episodes there as soon as they're edited, so you'll see those before they even come out on the podcast feed, because that takes time to update. Yeah, this is a Noisespace.xyz podcast. We're on that whole network, which features a ton of really fun shows, including many of the ones mentioned previously. Yeah, so that's at Noisespace.xyz. And yeah, thank you to Matt GameCube for hosting us.
Yes.
Thanks, Matt.
Thank you, Matt.
Thank you.
And then we say what we always say, I guess.
Yes, the thing we all say in unison.
Oh yeah.
Until next time, poltergeists, ghouls, and non-boonaries, Digimon is for the gays.
Digimon is for the gays.
Later, everyone.
Good at it.
Perfect.
It sounded great to me.